Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Good
Okay,
afternoon, sir.
good afternoon. We'll start now. As I explained yesterday, this is the very important presentation. It has two parts, part one and part two, because it is too descriptive. A lot of things are there. We can't finish within one session. So we'll discuss part one. Again, I'm telling this evaluation covers works, goods, and non-consultant service, not other procurements or consultancy procurement, because the consultancy procurement evaluation is completely different from that of goods, works, and other services, right? What is the
Excuse me,
purpose?
sir.
Yes.
Sorry for disturbing. The screen is not sharing, sir.
Sorry, wait. How to share the screen? Now, okay?
Yes, sir. Now it's okay.
All right, we'll start again then. So this is the introduction to bid evaluation. This is not an introduction. Actually, we are explaining the bid evaluation process. It has two parts, I said, part one and part two. Today we discuss part one. As I explained yesterday, this bid evaluation covers only works, goods, and non-consultancy services. Consultancy services are not covered from this presentation or from this module, because the evaluation of consultancy services are completely different that of the works, goods, and non-consultant service we are discussing here. Okay. So I'm again asking you, don't wait until the last minute. Please ask questions then and there. What is the purpose? The purpose is to determine the lowest evaluated substantially responsive bid. That is the purpose. Sometimes we can say other way around, substantial responsive, lowest evaluated bid. Whatever the way, in Sinhala we say, can anybody tell me in Sinhala version of this? Lowest evaluated, substantially responsive bid.
සාරානුකූල ප්‍රතිචාර දක්වන ලද අවම ලංසකරුවා.
Exactly. Saranakula. That means we are not receiving perfect bid. We never expect perfect bid because there are a number of deficiencies in bids. So we'll discuss. So therefore, it doesn't matter if it is substantially responsive. සාරානුකූල හෝ ඒ සිංහලෙන් අපිට කියන තව වචනයක් කියන ආසන්න වශයෙන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් ප්‍රමාණවත් පරිදි ප්‍රතිචාර දක්වන අඩුම මිල විදියට ලංසුගත evaluate කරන bids out of the bids received. So there may be number of bids. So that is our purpose. That is the ultimate purpose of bid evaluation. Okay. Objective. There's an objective also. The evaluated price. So once we finish our evaluation, we get the evaluated price. That price should reflect the comparison of actual expenditure. What to be incurred by the employer or purchaser. So in case of goods and services, procurement entity is called the employer. In case of goods, the entity is called purchaser. So I think I explained in the first session also, there are two parties. In case of say goods, entity is the employer. Who is providing the works or services? In case of works, what is the other party? Right? Because we know there is a contract agreement between two parties. In case of a construction of works, entity is called the employer, not the purchaser, employer, right? What is the other party? Is called?
Contractor.
Contractor, exactly. In case of services, employer is the entity. Who is the supplier? What is the name we use? Service,
provider.
service, exactly, service provider. Good. And in case of goods, entity is the purchaser. Who is the other party?
Supplier.
Vendor.
Supplier,
Yeah.
seller, right? So don't miss that words also. Because we have a contract agreement. We have to put the very correct word terminology into contract agreement. Okay, don't miss that. Right. Now, our evaluation depend on the bidding procedure we follow. Right, bidding procedure. There are 4 bidding procedures. One is single stage. We can say single stage, single envelope. Single envelope. This is the most common bidding procedure you all are familiar with, right? Okay, we'll discuss that. There's another method, single stage, 2 envelope. Another method, 2 stage, 2 envelope. Another procedure is 2 stage. We'll discuss one by one. First, this is the most common bidding procedure for works, goods, and services. What is single stage, single envelope? What is that? The bidder submit technical part and financial part in one envelope. When you open this, we can see both. When we stop receiving bids or we close bids and open bids, then we see technical part and financial part. So we'll have to evaluate technical and financial part. Finally, we have to take a decision. We'll discuss that. That is called single stage, single. That is a common, very common procedure we follow, right? This is the another one. Single stage, 2 envelope. Bidder will submit 2 envelope. Technical part in technical envelope, financial part in financial envelope. Then we stop at the bid opening and open. We open technical proposal first and evaluate technical. Then we see whether he is technically okay. Then those who are technically responsive, we open their financial proposals and evaluate the financial proposal and we take a decision. Right? Anybody can give an example where we use 2 envelope method for works, goods, and services. Consultancy, always we use 2 envelope. Here we are not talking about consultancy. Give an example where we use 2 envelope, single stage, 2 envelope method. Anybody can answer?
So at the construction projects,
Okay.
under the SBD4, design and build projects.
Exactly.
use-
Yeah. Design and build. Design and build, we use 2 envelope. Single stage, 2 envelope. Why we use 2 envelope? Yes, you can continue.
Because first of all, evaluate the technical proposal, then suitable bidders tenders are only considered in the financial proposal.
Yes, design and build. What other examples you can give? Design and build. Turnkey contract is also similar to design and build. EPC contract, engineer, procure, and construct contract. Those are different contract agreements, right? Okay, we'll discuss later when we discuss different bidding documents. And also supply and installation sometimes. Supply contract and installation part is also there. We can use. When we purchase IT sometimes, right? IT equipment, first we look at the technical part, not the price envelope first. We look at their technical merit, technical responsiveness. Then we open their, see they are technically okay. Then we, if it is green light, we open their financial proposal only. Then finally, technical part and financial part both together consider and finally take a decision. There is another example we can tell you. Sometimes we give additional marks for technical merits, right? So here, when the technical is comply with the requirement, that is okay. All are equal. All are equals. Technically okay. Then we look at their price and purchase or procure the lowest price. But that is not always the case. Sometimes there are some different technical merits between two bidders. So then our guideline has given opportunity to give some marks, not big marks, 10 marks or 20 marks maximum, right? Then there's a formula. How we can give marks should be explained in the bidding document. Then if a bidder has submitted a very good proposal, he will get some additional marks over the other bidders' technical part. Then financial part, we give the balance score, maybe 90% or 80%. If you have given 20 for technical, only 80 for the financial part. If you have given 10 marks for the technical part, we have 90% for the financial part. Final decision is taken based on the total marks, right? Combined marks obtained. So we will do later on some examples how we can use this formula. Whatever it is, my point is, such procurements now are not very straightforward. We must look at their technical part first and see their technical responsiveness. If they are not technically okay, we are not worried about their financial proposal. We just return unopened. But don't forget, we are not returning their financial proposal in between the evaluation process. Once we have selected the lowest bidder only, we can return this envelope which we have not opened, right? So whatever it is, single stage 2 envelope is a very good system we use to evaluate works, goods, and especially works and goods. Sometimes services maybe if we have quality differences, and very common, very useful method. This one, this is 2-stage. First stage, what we do, we call technical proposal and financial proposal also, like our 2-envelope method. We stop. We give the deadline to give their technical and financial proposal in the first stage, right? We evaluate technical proposal only, as we discussed earlier also, and we find what are the technically qualified people. Then we ask them to, then we give some comments or our evaluation points to the bidders and ask them to submit their revised technical proposal, right? Revised technical proposal, right? When they change their technical, their price also should change. Then we are allowed them to submit a supplementary, that means supplementary financial proposal, supplementary financial proposal. So in the second stage, this is first stage. Second stage, bidders will provide their revised technical proposal. If there are revisions we have identified, okay, we open their proposal. That proposal is okay, but we need some modifications, some more improvements, whatever. So bidder is allowed to submit a revised technical proposal in the second stage. And when the technical proposal is revised, maybe the cost will be changed. Most probably cost will higher than the initial financial. So in the second stage, they provide revised 2 envelopes in 1 envelope, actually 2 envelopes in 1 envelope, revised technical and supplementary financial in 1 envelope. Then we give a deadline again. Then we evaluate revised technical proposal as we do earlier one, and we look at their original financial proposal, this one. Say it may be 100 million. But due to technical changes, supplementary financial proposal is additional 10 million, altogether 110 million, right? So we also can justify their increase of cost because the revision of technical proposal. So this is done in the second stage. Committee will evaluate and finally select the lowest evaluated bidder. Okay. There's another method, two-stage. Two-stage method means we call technical proposal only in the first stage because where we use two-stage. Supposing we want to develop a IT system or reform, I mean, that is consultancy or whatever, say very complex works contract, we are also not sure what we want. We are not sure. Our knowledge is limited. Our officers' knowledge is limited. We can just say what we want, but it is up to the bidder to propose us the correct answer. So we generally give our ideas. Bidder can change that ideas and they will develop their technical proposal. We evaluate technical proposal. Then we ask them to come and demonstrate, give some presentations. Then our committee will listen to their presentations. Then we give our comments, and based on all the changes or improvements, then again, like the earlier one, they can provide their revised technical proposal and the relevant financial proposal. Now you see there is no financial proposal in the first stage. This is the first time they are issuing their financial proposal, right? So those are in one envelope, revised technical and financial proposal. We give them a deadline to provide this one. And we evaluate technical proposal, always technical proposal first, and see whether technical is okay. Then we open their financial proposal and we'll take a decision at the end. So those 4 stages are important to understand because not only very straightforward procurement we do like purchasing of 100 computers or 50 chairs or things like those are straightforward. Some are complex, as he said, design and build contract, turnkey contract. Turnkey in the sense, anybody can tell me what is the meaning of turnkey contract? Anybody?
Until the project handover, contractor will take all the process part,
Exactly.
responsibilities.
That means turn the key. As he said correctly, contractor will do everything.
Providing providing to end user ready to use.
Yes, end user. You get only the key. You get the key. Then you open the door. Turn the key. You turn the key and open. Everything is done by the contractor based on our requirements. He designs, he constructs, he procure required furniture and everything. Even, for example, in a building, curtainings and everything was done. But all the time they have to consult us and get our designs of our concurrence and things like that. Whatever it is, two-stage bidding basically used where we have not very sure the specification we want and the product we want because we have less experience. Okay, then finally, in the second stage, we get the financial proposal and we evaluate technical and financial and take a decision. Okay, right. So there's a narration also. Single stage, one envelope. Bidders submit bids, one envelope containing both the price proposal and the technical proposal. The envelopes are open in public at the date and time advertised in the documents. The bids are evaluated following the step-by-step described in the government procurement guideline and manual. This is a very common procedure, right? the contract is awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest evaluated substantial responsive bid. Single stage 2 envelope, as we explained, bidders submit 2 sealed envelopes simultaneously, one containing the technical and the other price proposal, enclosed together in one outer single, one in an outer. We mentioned in the outer cover, technical and financial proposals are enclosed in one single envelope, right? Initially, only the technical proposals are open at the date and time advertised in the bidding document. The price
Sir,
proposal,
excuse
yeah,
me,
yeah,
under the 2 stage, are they compulsory to attach duplicate and original?
yes. Those are minor things, no? Always,
That
yeah,
means you are asking to submit uh,
two
technical
envelope,
and financial the envelope, 2 envelope.
yeah,
The copy of the financial and technical envelope should be attached all together with the originals.
yeah. Otherwise, if we keep open, anybody can see, no? All things are confidential, ne? So sometimes we can request later, it doesn't matter, but it is not a serious thing. So we ask them to submit copies maybe separately, doesn't matter. But original, we open. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Initially, only the technical proposals are open at the date and time. The price proposal remains still sealed, and are held in custody by the purchaser. So until the technical proposals are over, those are under custody. The technical proposals are evaluated by the purchaser. No amendment or changes to technical proposal are permitted. Under this method, no amendments, no revisions. So we evaluate as it is. This allows the purchaser to evaluate the technical proposal without reference to price. Bids of bidders who do not conform to the specified requirement may be rejected as deficient bids. Okay, technical evaluation, some bids are rejected. The technical bidder shall be carried out by the technical committee, procurement committee, at a date and time advertised by the purchaser. The price proposal are open in public. Always price proposal should be open publicly, right? The price proposals are evaluated. In the opening, even technical proposal we open, bidders sometimes participate, even though we are not open financial proposal. But open committee say, we have received, say, X company, Mr. X company, we have received their technical proposal and financial proposal. That's all. Nothing.
Sir, another matter.
Yeah.
Under this method, no amendments or changes are not permitted.
Yeah.
But if it is given as the modifications in written,
Modification is given, that can be taken, no problem. It is as a original proposal, no? Right? Initially, he can give a modification. It is a part and parcel of the original technical proposal, no? It is not an issue, right?
that's
But no modification after that, after closing it again. Because the two-stage method completely different, no? We allow bidder to give the modifications. But here, whatever the modification he should give before closing, right? It is not a big issue, right? After price evaluation, the contract is awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest, right? So all technically responsive bidders price proposal will be open and see who is the lowest, right? Two-stage, two envelope, third method I said. Two envelope procedure wherein bids with separate envelope for technical and finance proposals submitted simultaneously may be used for the procurement of goods, works, of turnkey contracts, right? The PE has the option to use two envelope procedure with a single stage or two stage, as we discussed earlier. Sorry. in the two-stage rule procedure, bidders are allowed to amend their technical proposal. They can amend based on our requirement, not by their own. Amend their proposal in order to ensure conformance to the same technical standards, right? Only the financial proposal, including supplementary price proposal of bidders whose original or revised technical proposals are found conforming to the agreed technical standard, are open for evaluation. As we discussed, after evaluation, we open their original financial and revised financial and finally take a decision. Two-stage bidding. Number 4. Bidders first submit their technical proposal in accordance with the specification but without prices. The technical proposals are open at the date and time advertised in the bidding document. The technical proposals are evaluated and discussed with the bidders. Sometimes we ask them to come and demonstrate their proposal because those are complicated technical things. We should understand from the bidders through the presentations. Then we give our comments and ideas. Any deficiencies, extraneous provisions, and unsatisfactory technical features are pointed out to the bidders whose comments are carefully evaluated. Right? So we give some sort of comments during this evaluation. The bidders are allowed to revise or adjust their technical proposal to meet the requirement of the purchaser or employer. The objective of the exercise is to ensure that all technical proposals conform to the same acceptable technical standard and meet the technical solutions. That is the very important. That proposal should meet our technical solution required. So, as I said, we also not sure. We can't write exactly 100% accurately to the bidder to understand what we want, right? So we give some rough ideas or not full information. Some informations are bidder will understand anyway, and he will propose. Then we listen to their proposal and we discuss that and allow bidder to submit the second proposal as revised. The bids of bidders who are unwilling to bring their bids to conform to the acceptable technical standard may be rejected. Whatever it is, finally some bids are unsatisfactory. That proposal cannot meet our solution or our requirements. After the evaluation of technical proposal has been done, the second stage is to invite bidders to submit price. Only those who are technically okay. So we allow bidder to submit their technical proposal in the second stage and revise technical proposals. There is no initial financial proposal here in compliance with the acceptable technical standard. The revised technical proposal and price proposals are open in public at the date and time advertised by the purchaser or employer or lessor. In setting the date, and the purchaser will allow sufficient time for bidder to incorporate the changes. We must give sufficient time because we change our technical features, no? Then we must give some adequate time involved in the technical proposal and prepare price proposals. The price proposal and revised technical proposals are evaluated. The contract is about the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest evaluated substantially responsive bid. Okay. Any question up to now? All this method we discussed, supposing if the technical proposal is acceptable to us, say A, B, C, D, D's proposal is non-acceptable, so we forget about that. We have 3 proposals. All are technically okay, technically responsive. Maybe different approaches, whatever, it doesn't matter. But which bid we select after opening their price proposals? Which bid? Lowest price. Because 3 bids we assume all are technically equal. We are not giving any additional marks. If you want to give additional marks for technical merits, as I mentioned earlier, we must give that provision in the bidding document, how many marks we can give for technical, how many marks we can give for the price. Generally, not more than 20% we can't give for technical merits, maximum 20. So if we give technical marks, so we can select the most responsive technical proposal. Then we can have a combination of marks, technical marks and price marks. So say 80% for price, the 80% marks will get the lowest man. Right? Other people get it proportionately inverse marks. For example, A, B, C, I say. Supposing C's proposal is very good. He get additional points, marks out of 20. But his price is say 40 million. Let's say 100 million. But B is quite less than that, but his price is 80 million. A's price is 75, whatever. So which bid we will select is depending on the combined marks. Combined marks, say we have 3 prices, 100, 80 and 75. We give 80 marks to the lowest man, say 75 man. He get 80 or full marks. But 100 man get only how many marks? Maybe 60 marks. You calculate that. Proportionally inverse marks, right? But he has technical merits. Additionally, say he got 20, for example. 20 for technical marks, 75 from price marks. So 60, I said, no, 60. 20 plus 60, 80. Then similarly, we can calculate B and C get no marks for technical, but their prices are lower. Then combined marks we calculate and select the highest mark we select. Okay. So if you want to give a technical merit, we must mention in the bidding documents the formula and how we calculate everything should be there. Okay. Now we go to the procurement bid evaluation process. Actually, each stage, there are a number of activities. I have identified 8 stages. Number 1, bid opening. After bid opening, they have to evaluate bid. When they evaluate, they have to collect information, they have to do preliminary examination, then detailed evaluation, and post-qualification. Right? 4 stages they have to follow. 4 stages. Bid open is separate. But TC and PC should do these 4 stage activities. But after post-qualification, they recommend 1 person. Right? Right? There's no problem. We can avoid the contract. But still we have another stage. Now other bidders can appeal against the selected bidder. Right? They have a appeal time that is called standstill period. During standstill period, other dissatisfied bidders can submit their appeals to the appeal committee or appeal boards. So then after appeal board is investigated, only final decision is given and they have to submit the evaluation report with the final recommendation. These 6 stages, but in today we are going to discuss 1, 2, and 3 only. Because 3 is very long procedure. 5, 6, 7, and 8 we'll discuss in part 2. Okay. First part. Say, before we go to bid opening, even though bid opening first, we go to second stage first. Stage 1, මේක මෙහෙම දාන්න බෑ because bid opening කරලා පස්සේ තමයි මේක එන්නේ. Say, if you forget about the bid opening, this is the stage 1. Okay, that is mean technical committee stage 1. Collect data and information and prepare for evaluation bid. Basic data. The actual bid proposal evaluation process begin with the collection of all necessary information related to the particular bidding process in order to follow systematic and sequential for bids or proposal evaluation. Now, in our new guideline, we always put proposals because earlier we used only bid. Now, RFP, request for proposal, is also part and parcel of the works, goods, and service evaluation. So we will come to know later because, as I mentioned, some technical proposals we need, some technical merits we need, and for that we need different documents, RFP document instead of a bidding document. That's why we have put that. Upon receipt of the,
Excuse me, sir. What about the EOI, expressions of interest?
Exactly. Expression of interest is like a bid notice. It is a notice, right? When we normally call consultancy, we publish the notice is called EOI, expression of interest. In normal works, goods, and service, we use bid notice. But as I mentioned, it's a turnkey contract or design and build or EPC type. We sometimes use EOI, expression of interest, and RFP, right? Rather than bid notice, right? So that is similar to BOI, bid notice, but when we say proposal, notice is called EOI, expression of interest, right? Contractors, suppliers, service providers submit their expression of interest. It is similar to bid notice, but two terminology we use, two document we use, especially for consultancy procurement always we use, and some high-level turnkey project also we can use EOI instead of bid notice. So we get that information later on. Upon receipt of the bid or proposal along the records of BOC, what is BOC means? Bid Opening Committee, right? Record of Bid Opening Committee because they need. That's why I said this should be second stage. Without the bid opening, they can't evaluate, no. But as far as the evaluation process is concerned, this is the first one. Forget about the bid opening. It's a separate stage. Right? Don't worry about it. The PCBC. Now there's another thing, BEC. Rather than TEC, you notice the different name we have used. That is called Bid Evaluation Committee. Rather than Technical Evaluation Committee, we use a new word, Bid Evaluation Committee. This is the word you will use in the future. Shall evaluate the bid proposal in a step-by-step manner. This is the most important thing. You should know what is the step-by-step procedure you should follow to ascertain the substantial responsive lowest evaluate. You see, earlier we say lowest evaluate, substantial responsive. Now our people wanted to put that substantial part in front. Okay, no problem. For consideration of the contract proposal. Basic data disclosed in the procurement documents. So whatever the basic data we have mentioned in the procurement documents in relation to the bidding process need to be compiled in a schedule as shown in, we have given an annex also for that. The following information shall be compiled by the BC before the commencement of the bid evaluation process. These are the data or information bid evaluation committee, procurement committee should collect under this stage. What BOC record as you mentioned, and all other information and evidence in relation to bid proposal opening. So in addition to this bid opening record, there are other attendance register and some complaints. So various things are there. All information such as pre-bid proposal. There is another one. So bid opening committee should know what are the decision taken at the pre-bid meeting, what clarification we have given, what addenda we have issued to bidders after the pre-bid meeting, right? All are collected by the committee. Addendum. That means changes to issued document. All other documents required for the evaluation process. So generally, all the relevant documents committee will collect first. This step was not there in our present guideline. 2006 guideline, that was not there. But in our new guideline, 2024 guideline, this step is there, right? You must learn the most current practice now. That's why I am discussing the current practice. After compiling all this information, PCBC need to prepare a comprehensive table. So they have to prepare a table, comprehensive table for the reference table purpose, right? All the documents and things like that are included in the table. But they have undergone, collected before starting. Otherwise, they will start only with the bid opening committee record or bids. But they unaware of the decision taken at the pre-bid meeting, clarification sought and clarification given by our people, and various other addenda issued. Okay, all things should be checked first before starting the evaluation process. A sample format also given in the new guideline, don't worry about that. Now again, I am telling you this entire process, evaluation process, there are 4 stages. Forget about the collection of data one. Bid opening, bid examination, detailed evaluation, and post qualification, right? Say this is the bid opening, right? Account to our list is the stage 1. Collection of data after that. Then only they can start preliminary bid examination. Now you see, all the bids we have opened are going to evaluate preliminary at the preliminary examination. The object of preliminary examination is not to select bids. Its object is to reject bids. Non-responsive bid, we reject. So this is very important for you to understand how we reject bids. What is the criteria or principles we should follow? That is very, very carefully you must learn. And if you have any question, you can ask. After preliminary examination, all the bids we should reject are rejected due to various reasons. Some are major deviations. Various reasons we reject bids saying major deviations, but some are minor deviations. We should not reject that bids. Those are substantially responsible, not perfect bid. As I said, we never get perfect bids. We get some deficiencies are there, but it's okay. Minor deficiencies, so minor deviations. Those bids we evaluate in detail. That is called the detailed evaluation. That is also done in a step-by-step process. Finally, we select one person. Say one. Here, one person. One person. That person, we have to look at their post qualification also. That means we cannot trust on the document he has submitted. He is okay, technically okay, price is lower, everything is okay. But still the technical committee, procurement committee, special technical committee should ensure this bidder is a trustworthy bidder. For example, I am telling you, bidder say I have equipment to do the construction. I have manpower, I have cash. He has submitted the accounts also. But we don't know now how many weeks has gone, how many months has gone after the bid submission. Maybe he has taken another contract. His bid capacity is gone down. Bid capacity. His capacity has gone down. His financial capacity is not there. His cash flow is not there. He doesn't have equipment. He doesn't have manpower. Something like that. Oh, he has submitted wrong, misleading information about his experience. All things we must check. It is the responsibility of the technical committee basically, and also procurement committee, to see whether lowest bidder is a trustworthy bidder to award the contract and sign the contract. If we found he is not a trustworthy bidder, we reject even the lowest bidder. Right? Then we can go to the next lowest and do the same process and select a person who has the required experience, equipment, everything, right? So finally, we select only one person now. That person is called lowest evaluated substantial responsive bid. How many bids we open? Maybe 12 bids. How many bids we examine? Say, for example, we open 12 bids. 12. How many bids we examine? All 12. Supposing we reject 6. Then how many bids we will do the technical detail evaluation? 6. So after detailed evaluation, we will find one person is the lowest man. Still, we are not taking decision. That man, post-qualification is checked, and if it is okay only, we select him as the lowest bidder. If he is not okay, we go to the next lowest and do the process. All these things should be completed within the validity period. Why? If we can't finish the validity period and sign the contract, bidder is not responsible. He is not responsible. That is our problem. So then we can ask the bidder, Mr. Bidder, please extend your bid validity. Right? We can't stop that. We can, if we agree, when we ask, we must ask him to extend your bid security also. If he is willing to agree, the extend, no harm. But he say, no, I can't. But we can't forfeit his bid security. We can't punish him because that is our problem. So that's why we must
Excuse
do,
me.
yes.
Yeah, in the bidding document, we are asking to bidder to
Yeah.
submit a particular document, let's say letter of undertaking, not to supply goods to any other organization. As it is, we are saying in the bidding document, but
I could follow you. What's that? What is that?
that in the bidding document, we are asking bidder to submit letter of undertaking, saying not to supply goods to another competitive firm in the Sri Lanka. Then at the time of bid opening, technical committee observed that the particular document not been attached. Then the technical evaluation committee have the power to get the letter and award considering price.
Okay, we'll discuss that. That is a tricky question. There are, I will discuss all documents. There are two types of documents. Some are historical documents, some are legitimate documents. We must see that whether this document is a legitimate one. If it is a legitimate one, we can't ask again. He must submit along with the bids. We are not giving any chance to the bidder to submit later on, right? If it is a historical document, no harm, we can ask secondly. But according to my understanding, that is a legitimate document. Bidder should submit along with the bid, right? Because if he selected, he will give that letter is not correct, right? So then that's bidding become a gambling. Wait and see policy, we say. We wait until we are selected, only we give that letter. Some documents are considered as legitimate document. We'll discuss that. Those documents should be attached with the bid document, otherwise bid will be rejected. Got the point?
Yeah.
Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So my point is, all the things we must finish within the original bid validity period. Otherwise, if we ask extension, bidder can refuse sometimes. We can't forfeit his bid security because it is not his problem. So that is why we always say this is the most priority job. Don't delay. Okay. So before we start our discussion, I would like to ask a question from you. In the bidding process, this entire four stages, there are three prices we come across. One is bid price, one is evaluated price, one is contract price. What do you mean by bid price? Anybody?
The price is identified in the bid opening time.
Exactly. Bid price is coming here. So when we open the bids, we see his bid price. We read out that price. But don't think that price is correct. That may be mistakes. Opening committee can't change anything. He just read out based on the form of bid or price schedule or DOP, whatever, the way they will read out. That may be a lot of mistakes. Bid opening committee has no authority to change this or correct this or calculation is not done by the opening. They will read as it is. But after preliminary examination, responsive bids are here. They do evaluation, detailed evaluation. One thing is they correct the arithmetic errors, right? We'll discuss under arithmetic errors. Then, for example, bid opening, we say bid price is, for example, say 123 million, right? But detailed evaluation, we say there are some errors. Correct bid price should be 121 M. Or he has missed some items. We have loaded his price. It may be 125 M, right? So this is the evaluated price. This is the bid price. As you correctly mentioned, this is the bid price. We read out at the bid opening. This is the evaluated price. Maybe high price, maybe low price. So, but this price is wrong. This price is only for the evaluation process. What do you mean by contract price? Evaluated price is after calculation, after loading, unloading, whatever we do, we'll discuss later. What is the contract price?
The price is mentioned at the letter forward.
Letter forward. Contract price is equals bid price. Make a liya bid price plus or minus I don't know how to put that. Shift. Right. Plus or minus arithmetic errors. So due to arithmetic errors, what we do at the detailed evaluation, bid price may be high or bid price may be low. Maybe 121 M. Both will happen. Right? So that is the evaluated price. Contract price is say 123 is the bid price. Due to say this 123, for example. So I don't know how to do the jargons. Say I will put here. Okay, you note down 123. Due to arithmetic errors, bid price will increase by another 2 million. So minus discounts. Discount. This is the price we are going to pay to the contractor. Right? This is the price we are going to pay to the contractor. Not the bid price, not the evaluated price. Right? So you must understand that. This is the price we mentioned in the contract agreement. Okay.
Sir, when we
Sir,
are doing
excuse
that,
me.
Sorry?
Sir, excuse me, if there is lump sum contract,
Okay.
arithmetic errors, it cannot be considered, no?
Yeah, in that changes are there, lump sum contract, we can't change the lump sum, but arithmetic errors always matter. Right? Lump sum,
This arithmetic errors, they will consider during the billing period as interim. At the end, the arithmetic errors, contractor should consider its own total value.
yeah, is actually rate contract. Only we consider arithmetic errors, lump sum we will not change. But in general, we say contract price is the bid price plus or minus arithmetic errors minus discount. Discount should come later this time. Right? Arithmetic errors minus discount. Okay, so there are some differences across different contract type, lump sum, performance based, what do you call this, rate contract, measure and pay contract, and also now we have another contract type, framework agreement. Okay, those are minor matters. We'll discuss different. Now I will give you 10 minutes or 5 minutes, not 10. You decide. Now you assume that you have been appointed as a bid opening committee chairman or a member, basically chairperson. You have to open a bid today or tomorrow. For example, tomorrow. Example. 20. What is this? 6, 10 Sunday open කරන්න කමන්නේ 24 2024 at 10 p.m. It is a aim. It is a NCB works contract. Works contract. Estimated cost is say 300 million. That means sizable contract. Now I will not give any hint. Tomorrow is the opening. You have to chair the meeting. Now I need a list. But this discuss what information and equipment to be arranged before the bid open. Right. I will give 10 minutes or 5 minutes. You take that time and I will ask you. You write down and give me the answer. Clear? Okay. What is your answer? What are the information or equipment you must arrange before starting a bid opening session?
So may
Yes, please.
I? Bid opening minute sheet and attendance list,
Okay.
number of issued bids or name of the bidders,
Okay.
and equipments are date stamp,
Okay.
stapler, scissor,
Okay.
and
Okay.
marker pen.
Okay.
That's all, sir.
Okay. Any other different thing? Yeah, different thing.
Clock should be there.
Exactly. There should be a clock in the opening room because the time is the clock time, not your wristwatch, your time or chairman's time or bidder's time. Otherwise, there will be a dispute. Right. Clock is important. What else?
Tender box, key, door key.
Exactly, tender box. So we can't keep all big contracts in a box. Sometimes it may be in a room key, or in a almirah key. Very important. What else? Okay. So you and also
So
in our yes.
in addition to that given documents, we used
Yes.
to have the financial information documents. Now the bidders normally calling from the foreign country. We used to have financially information sheet at the opening committee. Will write down the CIF price as well in front of the presence all suppliers.
Yeah, but that is part and parcel of the bid opening minute, ne? Right?
Minute we are given separate as minute, and financially information sheet as separate.
What is that financial information sheet? In addition to bid opening minute, are you giving any other sheet to bidders?
No, not bidder.
Huh?
The opening committee collect the data on the financial information sheet. Then after handing it over to the technical evaluating committee.
Right. That is in case of foreign bidders, we must give the prices in foreign currencies, right? Under different breakups and all, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is not a special thing, but normally foreign bids or local bids, whatever, we must include in the bid opening minute. Yeah, you are saying there's a additional paper regarding the financial information, right? Okay. All right. So all the information and another important thing in our new guideline, we have requested bid opening committee to cover the rate and subtotal of the BOQ or price schedules in order for any people to can't do any alterations, right? Transparent, what do you call this? Transparent, what මොනවද ඒවට කියන්නේ? Tape cover. Because there's a common thing, people can, change rate, some rate. Then the committee will have to do the arithmetic errors based on the rate is correct, right? There may be some intentionally do that. So in order to avoid such changes, or sometimes we see a bidder himself has cut and sometimes tipex. Some are initial, some are not initial. We don't know what is the correct one. So in order to avoid such things, you have to bring transparent sellotape to cover the BOQ item rate and especially the subtotal column or similarly price schedule. Okay, so I gave that example in order to think practically, but some important thing are missing. No, if you don't bring a what you call this clock, you are in trouble. There will be a dispute between the bidder and the opening committee chair. Okay, now we'll go to the next one. What is the bid opening procedure? the bid proposal shall be opened immediately after the closing of bids. Say we have given a time, right? So say 10 o'clock in the morning. So at how now the bids are closed? I mean, in the tender box or a room or wherever. Before we open bid, we must close the bid, no? අපි කියන්නේ නැහැ bid open කරනවා කියලා. We close the bid at this time. 10 o'clock, 2024, October 6, whatever day. We close the, how we are going to close the bid? Before opening, you have to close.
Cover the tender box opening hall.
Yes, you have to cover the tender box opening hole or the key area of the almirah or key area of the room by using a piece of paper. Right? For that, you need what you call the adhesive things or whatever, gum or whatever, and you have to bring that also. Otherwise, you can't close. That is wrong. Right? And again, we say immediately after bid closing, bid shall be open. Immediately after bid. So 10 o'clock is the bid closing time. At what time you should open the bid?
10:01.
Is it possible? Any other views? Immediately after bid closing, bid shall be open. එහෙමනේ අපි කියන්නේ. What does it mean by immediate? Immediate වහාම. 1 minute වලින් කරන්න බෑනේ ඔය වැඩේ. Anybody can suggest?
Within 10 minutes.
No. You look at the guideline. If you look at the guideline, it says the bid shall be open immediately after the bid closing. Bid proposal as by the document. Immediately means only to allow sufficient time to preparatory work and shall not exceed 30 minutes. මතක තියාගන්න. Immediately means 30 minutes. It is given in the manual. From closing of bids. So within 30 minutes, because you have to arrange something and everything. So now you know that. Bid shall be open at the same place. And another thing, those are guideline things. So you should not bring the bids to some other area. The place you receive bids, that is the place you must open bids. If you change the transport this bid to one place to another one, that is a big problem. And the bidders will have a suspicion about the lot of malpractices. Therefore, you always try to open bids at the same place where you receive bids. Open at the same place where bids are received. Open at the same place where bid received. The P shall determine the bid opening place before calling bids and shall not accept any bid proposal after the, now you all know, deadline we are not receiving. So some people think the bid opening committee, after 10, after closing, one bidder came and submit a bid. We noted down as a late bid. And is it correct?
No.
No.
Yeah, bid come after 10:05. What is your action? What you are going to do?
We have to reject.
How to reject? You throw him away or you chase him away? What?
No. Mention the late bid at the top of the bid.
No. We
This
should
is
not
correct.
we should not allow any other bidders to come into the room, number one. Right? We should not accept that, and we should tell him, no, bid is closed, we can't accept. Go, you go. That's all. Please go, not go. Right? So don't accept that bid. Don't write anything on the bid. Late bid කියලා ලියන්න යන්න එපා. එහෙම කරලා තියෙනවා. That is wrong. Any bid proposal arrived after the deadline for submission of bid shall be rejected and returned unopened. shall be rejected and returned unopened කියන්නේ ඇත්තටම බාර අරගෙන නෙවෙයි. Right? Just return to the bidder by the PE. Generally PE, but it comes to bid opening room, whatever the way, don't accept that. However, returning of such late bid shall be done only after the awarding of the contract. That is another thing. You have received bids by mail, not by hand. By hand, you can just send them back. But if it's received by mail, so you have to return them after awarding of the contract. That is also important. Returning such bids, late bid received to the organization, not to opening committee, shall be returned after the awarding. Right? Those are valid points. Public bid opening is mandatory for all procurement methods other than the direct procurement method. So we discussed yesterday, ICB, NCB or whatever, shopping. Those, everything we need public bid opening. Even for shopping, we need a public bid opening. The bid proposal shall be open in the presence of the bidder or their authorized representative. So who wish to attend? That means bidder should give the concurrence letter to the representative if he is not attending the bid opening. Bid proposal shall be opened immediately after closing as specified. Bid opening proposal shall be carried out by a BOC, bid opening by the PE. PE with the concurrence of the PC. Maybe the PC opening committee chairman, maybe PC chairman sometime, or some member. The composition of BOC shall comprise chairman and at least one other member. At least 2 members should be there. 3 or more is okay, depending on the situation. Bid opening committee is responsible for closing of bid submission at the correct time. At the correct time. In order to decide the correct time, you need a clock in the room, as specified in the document, and ensuring that all bid proposals are received by post, courier, hand delivery, or delivered in the tender box or tender box by checking and comparing the bid proposal issuing and receiving registers. So that is also important. And nobody mentioned that. I think somebody mentioned. So you should have a register. You can't allow bidder to put that bid into the tender box without registering. So there should be an officer, throughout the period. So whoever submit a bid and may include their name or company name and the time, the date and time they submitted the bid, then only you allow them to submit put their bid into the box or whatever the place, right? So that means you must maintain a register for that. So bid opening committee look at that register also. I don't know whether you have mentioned your list of things, bid receiving register, issuing and receiving both. You issue bidding document, then you say you issue 15 document, but only 12 bids you receive. That is okay. But opening committee understand 12 bids should be in the room, in the box, at least to understand how many bids should be there. The proceedings of bid proposal opening shall be recorded in the prescribed format. Format is given. The bid proposal opening shall take place at the location described in the procurement documents, not in different location. That should be described in the document. Then bidder can directly come to that place, even at the last minute. That's why we must mention in the document, this is the place we open bids. If you are staying in a high-rise building, you must mention what is the floor, what is the room, everything in exact format in order for even a foreign bidder to come and find your place. So all are important. BOC has no authority to reject bids other than the late bid. That's what I said yesterday also. BOC has only one authority to reject late bids, nothing else. So bid opening shall sort out envelope. Now you read this one, or you discuss yourself. Now now we close the bid and we open bid. You have the key, everything. Now there are different covers you will see. Now tell me how many covers based on your experience. What are the covers you would see from the after opening? Tell me, everybody, please participate. What covers?
3 covers.
Yeah, what are the 3 covers?
Original and duplicates inside the envelope.
Original is marked as original outside the envelope, and duplicate as marked as duplicate. That is 2 covers. What else? That's all?
2 covers inside the one envelope.
No. That is single stage, no. But whatever it is, yeah, that is all together original and duplicate. Ne? That is the only cover you see. Any other covers you can see?
No, sir. At
Sir,
the design,
yesterday we discussed withdrawals and
Exactly.
another discounts,
Modifications. Some are not marked at all. Right? We don't know what is inside. Right? Some covers are marked as original and duplicate inside in one cover. Yeah, very good. Right? Then we can open and find the originals and duplicate we can sort out. But some covers are there without, bidder has forgot to mark whether it's original or duplicate or whatever. Right? No label at all. So as we discussed yesterday, withdrawal covers, modification covers, right? So you must sort out this one first. The BOC shall sort out envelopes. All members of BOC shall initiate. So all the envelope on the face of the envelope, you must put the day stamp. As you mentioned earlier, you brought the day stamp. Inside the day stamp, all the members, chairperson and other member, 2 members, should initial inside, right? Before you open on the face of the cover, on the official seal, on the outer envelope of the all withdrawals, modification, originals, copies, etc., etc. Right? If it is a cover without any label, you don't know. You have a big cover and you have 2 covers. That's not label. We can't identify the original or the duplicate. Which one is original, which one is duplicate? What to do? Please discuss. We don't know whether what is inside because in no mark. What is the open committee job?
Open the
Sorry?
bid opening committee chairman has the right to open one envelope.
Yes. Bid opening committee has the authority mark original. Right? And original kila seal එක ගහලා open කළා බලන්න. Then you find that is duplicates. Then what to do?
need to tape again.
Sorry?
Need to tape again.
No. Tape again, where is the original then? There are 2 covers. One.
Then open the other one.
Yes, open the other one. And if originals are there, take that original out and put this envelope, which we have marked as original. All the duplicates should transfer to the duplicate cover. Okay?
Sir,
Yeah.
did you change the covers?
No, we select one as the original.
Okay.
That is the procedure. And put as original, but sometimes it may be duplicate. Then you open the other envelope also and take that document out and put here, and duplicate should transfer to the other cover. That mark a copy or duplicate. That is the procedure. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Sometimes we see he has marked, wrongly marked. original කියලා mark කරලා තියෙනවා, but once you open it, it become duplicate. Then you open the other envelope again, do the same way. Transfer the document. Mark කරලා තියෙනවා වැරදි වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්, mark කරලා නැති වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. Whether bidder request or not, you must do that. Opening committee's job is that. Okay?
And one more thing, sir.
Yeah.
What about the bid security?
No,
Original one?
bid security should be within the original document. Normally, right? We will discuss that later, right? Now, covers, right? So covers that shall initial, they have to initial like you are. The withdrawal bids proposal shall be placed at a secured place together with the other. I mean, now we have to sort in withdrawal separately, modification separately, original and duplicate separately, put the frank and initial everything. Now I said yesterday, you must open the withdrawal first. The withdrawal bid proposal shall be placed at a secure place together with other bids, blah, blah, blah. However, if the BOC is not satisfied with the content of the authentication of the withdrawal letter, the bidder original bid shall be opened together with the bids. Even though withdrawal letter is there, if you have a suspicion, I said you can open his original and read out the information. It is no harm. But if you supposing is a wrong letter is inside, we didn't open, no one can open that bid later on, because that is bidder's problem. Bidder should participate and say that is not my letter or something like that. Then bid opening committee can take a decision. But even though bidder has not participated, unfortunately, bid opening committee followed the letter without any suspicion, but finally following day bidder came to know that his bid was not open. That was a bogus letter, wrong letter. But opening committee or entity or procurement, nobody can open that. Understand that. That is finished. It is removed from evaluation. Okay. After withdrawal, open the modification. I said yesterday also, all envelope marked as modification shall be opened next along with the respective original bid. The envelope marked as modification shall be opened and read out the modification process proposed, then the original bid proposal of the bidder who has submitted. So that is the second. Normally, if we have different bids, original first, his original. Sorry, withdrawal first, his original. Remove that. Then the modification, his original is the first we read out. So you can mark the numbers, number one, original. His, if you have 12 bits, that is number one. All other originals are numbered as 2, 3, 4 until 12. So that is the procedure. The same numbers you can put the duplicates also accordingly 1 to 12. If you have 12 copies also. Right? Opening of the original and other bidder of all other bidders. After that, until you read out all 12 bits. In case bidder has not marked envelope as original or duplicate, BOC can select one envelope and mark as original and read out the information if originals are available. However, if the document found in the open envelope are identified as duplicate, the BOC can open the other envelope and check whether original documents are available. Copy or duplicate of the bid proposal. In principle, BOC shall not open copies or duplicate. Generally, it is there. But however, in case of BOC opened the original envelope but found so that is okay. In case bidder has submitted only one envelope marked as copy duplicate, BOC shall open such envelope irrespective of bidder request. So there is no original, right? Only bidder has marked as duplicate or copy. BOC shall open that envelope irrespective of bidder request or not. Bidder is there or not there, open committee can open. Don't hesitate. No, this is not the original, this duplicate we can't open. No, we can open and see whether bidder maker has made a mistake out and mentioned in 4 above. Only if original documents are available, you can read out. If we found no originals, we close that and say in put a note, bidder has submitted only duplicates. We can't read out any information using the duplicates. You have to read out the information only if the original is available. Even though it is marked or not marked, the open committee can open. Check whether any alternative bids. There is another thing. Not only withdrawal letter, withdrawal covers, modification covers, original duplicate, there is another one, alternative bids. All right. If you have received alternative proposal, never open that. You note down and read out bidder alpha company has submitted an alternative proposal as well. On beta company also has submitted alternative, maybe. Proposals are available, however, BSE shall not open the alternative bid proposal under any circumstances. Okay, you will understand why later on. If samples are requested, BOC shall ensure that samples are received and that should be recorded. Normally we say don't ask samples, but if the bidding document say bidder submit samples, so bid opening committee should ensure samples are submitted and you must put a record in the opening committee minute bid samples have been received.
Sir,
Yes.
if tender document allowed to submit the alternatives, then
Yeah, that's what I said. Tender document, submitted or not submitted, allowed, bidder has submitted an alternative. Opening committee job is to note down we have received 1 alternative, 2 alternative, things like that. Never ever open the alternative. That is my question. That's all. Don't worry about it.
The opening committee doesn't open that
Can't open, can't open.
Okay.
Whether it is requested or not requested, that is none of the problem of the opening committee. Opening committee job is to record we have received 3 alternative proposals or not. I'm again telling never open alternatives at the bid opening. Right. So bid opening committee shall cover the rate and item total. After opening, you cover that with or price schedule, BOQ, price schedules, with an adhesive transparent tape. Adhesive transparent. If it is not transparent, that is finished. Adhesive should be transparent, otherwise nobody can evaluate. If you put a normal intransparent tape, right? Members of PSC shall initial all document inclusive of the these are the document in addition to the cover, and documents also you must initial all pages. Form of bid, summary of BOQ, cover letter of bid security, discount letter, very important. If there's a discount given in a separate letter, definitely you have to identify and record that discount. Any modification, all the important things we must, the committee should initiate. Not all pages, these important things only. After that, bid opening committee should announce some information. Number 1, name and address of the bidder appeared in the form of bid. Using the form of bid, you can read out the name and address. Bid amount. Bid amount appeared in the form of bid or sometimes BOQ. In case when the bid amount is not mentioned in the form of bid, you can shall announce and record the bid amount appeared in the BOQ. Don't worry about it. Bid amount is not mention the bid form, but amount is this, total amount is this. Only the total you read out. You need not to read all the items, right? Normally, only the total bid price using price schedule or BOQ or generally the form of bid, right? If the bids are invited on the basis of lot by lot, one can මේවා කියලා item by item. You have to read out all the lot prices or item prices. Okay. Otherwise, total bid price is okay, but bid has been requested. Bidder can bid for one lot or more, or one item or more. You have to read out item by item prices. Absence or presence of bid security. There is another important. Name, amount, bid security. Number 3. In case of bid security is obtained from foreign source, there's another letter they must submit, a local bank, confirmation letter. That is called confirmation letter from a local bank. The foreign bidders can get their security from their bank, say London branch, but we can't. Evaluation committee need a confirmation letter from a local commercial bank operating in Sri Lanka. Bid opening committee should read out the confirmation letter. Discount, very important. Discount offered. If it is given in a separate letter or in the BOQ or price schedule, you must check very carefully. Discount offered shall be announced separately by clearly indicating that the announced price are inclusive or exclusive discount. Announced price is inclusive of or exclusive. Sometimes the bidder give after discount price. So we can not worry much about that discount. This is the after discount price. It's not a problem. If BOC has not announced, the bidder has given a discount separately, 5%, 10%, something like that, but opening committee forgot to read out, right? Announce and record the discount offered. It is a big problem. Bidder has the right to make a request. In that case, the bidder is, if bidder is there, bidder says, my discount was not announced, then you can carefully look at and read out. But supposing bidder is not there, bidder was not there, opening committee didn't check properly and didn't see the discount, that discount cannot be considered for evaluation. That discount cannot be considered for evaluation. Okay, please keep in mind. So, opening committee mentioned availability or unavailability of samples also. Those are the very critical information opening committee should read out. Name, amount, security, discount, and samples. Okay. After opening the original bid price received prior to the bid proposal submission time and having read out the relevant information, BOC shall reseal. There is another one. After opening and read out everything, they have another job. They have to reseal the envelope separately, original separately, duplicate separately, alternative separately, something like that. But modifications are with the originals, right? Envelope, again, you must bring list එකක්වත් කතා කරානේ, you must bring some big bags or sometimes covers, big covers. After opening, you can't keep these open papers. Opening committee close this one. Now you have open originals. All original bid, say 12 bits we have open with modification or without. All 12 you must put in another big envelope. This is the open bid originals. Unopened duplicate should be in another cover. Unopened alternative, if alternatives are there. In another cover, say alternatives. Samples you can't pack. The sample should be kept in a separate custody. But you have to mention samples are available or not. Individual bids proposal separately before handing over. Then once you finish, you have to hand over this not to TC. You have to submit it to the PE. Now we have another arrangement, Procurement Management Division. They are the custodian of all information, right? So you have to hand it over to Procurement Management Division. The PMD in turn shall hand over the originals to the chairman of the bid evaluation committee normally, right? Bid evaluation committee. Sometimes we don't have bid evaluation committee. That's why we have put both. In our new guideline, I said sometimes we have only one committee. PC is always there, but not always BEC is there, right? If one committee is there, that should be handed over to the chairman of PC. If two committees are there, chairman to the BEC. In sealed form, nobody can open. Copies of the original bid proposal shall be kept in a safe custody in the PMD or whatever arrangement. Handling samples. Requesting of samples with the bid proposal is discouraged. Normally we say don't ask sample. However, on an exceptional situation where the respective PC has specifically authorized to accept the sample, the receiving procedure and accept and evaluation procedure should be clearly indicated in the procurement document. Okay. Right. Now we have finished our, what is this? Bid opening procedure. Right. Will we take another 10 minutes break? Everybody need a break or continue?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You can take a break.
Okay, 10 minutes break. Okay. Fine. Okay. Shall we start again? Okay. So there's another activity we have to do. Some complaints you have received at the beginning of the evaluation. Complaint handling within the bid proposal evaluation process. Complaint received before closing of bid proposal submission, right? Right. Upon receipt of right, this is upon receipt of a complaint from a prospective bidder, he shall acknowledge the receipt of the complaint. There is a normality. The chairman of PC in consultation with the BEC, if any, will make a judgment of the validity of the complaint. At the beginning of the complaint also, at the beginning of the process, sometimes you may have received some complaint. We'll see the validity of that. But if the complaint is valid and corrections are required, the PC should inform the PE to issue required correction to addendum to all the bidders who purchase the procurement. I mean, before they submit the things, right? Before not actual evaluation, even before submission of proposals, right? That is also there. But, right. Complaint handling. Complaint received after closing of bids. Upon receipt of complaint from a bidder, P shall acknowledge anyway. P shall acknowledge that the PC or BC shall comprehensively address the complaint in the evaluation report, giving special attention to the same. Even though we have given some opportunity to bidders before the submission of the complaints are taken into account, but after closing also there may be some complaints, but they have to just consider that special attention. If there's a material thing, they have to consider. The PC shall ensure that the complaint is sufficiently and satisfactorily addressed in the evaluation report. Whatever the complaint received regarding a bid, so committee should look into that aspect and sufficiently address in their report. Okay. Now I have given a case study. Case study 1 regarding bid opening. Bids were scheduled to collect 2 o'clock on February 2014. 1 hour before this time, the chairman of bid opening committee received a telephone call followed by a fax message from one bidder who purchased the bidding document shall, while coming to submit the bid, he met with an accident and warded at hospital. This is a genuine case. He requested the chairman to postpone the bid closing by half an hour. So what this chairman did was, chairman verified from the police and such an accident has occurred and all were admitted to hospital. He displayed a notice at the bid opening room to postpone the bid opening by half an hour, whatever. Half an hour, right? What is your view? Please. Is it correct?
It's incorrect.
Why it is incorrect?
At the 1400 hours, the bid should be open, sir.
Close.
Sorry, close.
Yeah, then, but it's a genuine case. He got a telephone call, he verified from the police, and he postponed and displayed a notice at the bid opening room, outside the room. You said wrong. How about other people?
Actually, there's a period for the tender. before last time, they are responsible to put that tender to tender box.
Exactly. Whatever the reason may be genuine, we should not worry about that. It is up to the bidder to submit its bid before the closing time. This is the practice has done. The chairman is completely wrong. Another one. Procurement of equipment through NCB, the bidding document, among other things, prescribes submission of bid security 2%, estimated of cost estimated, cost of equipment as cash or in bank guarantee. The P has received 5 bids, and the same time bid opening found that bidder alpha was not accompanied by a bid security. Bid opening committee came to know one company has not submitted a bid security. What this BOC did? BOC rejected that bid and as unresponsive, announced the same in the bid opening meeting and did not read the bid prior, but resealed the same for return to the bidder. Is that action correct or wrong?
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
Wrong, because I said bid opening committee has no right to take any decision, reject or accept. What he has to do is, he has to open Alpha's bid and read out and note down no bid security. That's all. Okay. Okay. Now the stage 2, commencement of bid evaluation. Now we have finished the bid opening. We have finished the initial reports and things. Upon receipt of original bids, together with BOC minutes, the chairman of PCBC, as appropriate, P shall convene a BC meeting, the earliest possible date in order to proceed the bid evaluation. That is the important thing we are discussing, evaluation process. Enabling the completion of procurement within the agreed PTS. All possible means shall be arranged by PE to facilitate committee to continue the evaluation process uninterruptedly and continuous. Now, as you know, only the proposal marked as original to be evaluated, which are submitted evaluation committee. If PC finds any document is missing or unclear, documents are missing in the original or unclear in the original, then they can, with the approval, shall make a request to PE through PMD for a copy. That is why we request a duplicate or copy. When the committee is looking, some documents are missing or some documents are unclear, they can't read out, they have suspicion. In such a situation, they can request the duplicate. Otherwise, we normally don't use the duplicate. Relate to the particular bid proposal, and that shall confirm whether the respective document is okay. Whatever it is, that is how we have to do. Right. This is very important again. Stage 2. Now we have started our process, and preliminary bid examination is the next stage. I said the objective of preliminary examination is to reject bids, not to accept bids. Examining a bid for substantial responsibility can be carried out in 2 steps. Preliminary examination has 2 steps. The purpose of is to exclude or reject bids, not to accept bids. Exclude or reject bids. That is easier than accepting things, no? If you have some criteria, then you can reject bids, right? So that step we have explained in the guideline also. Step 1. The purpose of this step is to ascertain whether bid is eligible. Number 1, eligibility we must check. Legally valid, we must check. Accompanied bid security, bid accompanied the security, whether security is there or not. Completeness, bid is complete. Accompanied required legitimate document. I said earlier also you asked a question. Not all documents are legitimate document. Other documents are historical, and whether bid is a conditional bid. These 7 points, conditionality. Based on these 7 points, we can reject bids, right? So, for example, eligibility. In the bidding document, we say bidder should have valid registration, CEDA registration, whatever. So, if it is not there, along with the bidding document, we can't ask again. Because that is a legitimate document, bidder should submit along with the bid. And legality. That means bidder should not be blacklisted. Or blacklisted bidder should not be a legally valid bid. And bid security. It is very important. Not only bid security should be there, security should be in the form of original. If the copy is there, bid shall be rejected. Bid security should be for the correct amount, correct validity period, and correct format. Because bid security, we have given a special format that is on demand. First written request, money should be encashable. And in case of international bid, we say there should be a confession letter. All things are very serious. If something is missing, bid shall be rejected. Okay. Completeness means bidder should if you have mentioned bidder should bid for all items. Otherwise, bid will be rejected. If bidder has bid only part of the bid, bid will be incomplete. Something like that. So, conditionality. Some bidders bid with some condition. Availability of materials, availability of prices in the market, the present market, present prices, my bid will be valid. All the things are called conditional bids. These 7 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think another one is there. The security, 1, 2, 3, document. There is document. Document. Yeah, document 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's another things there. I will show you. In the first step, we can reject sometimes out of 12, 5, 6 bid will be rejected. You should not look at that bid again. Completely rejected. You need not to find their technical merit or technical things, specificate nothing. Don't worry about that. Even price, we should not worry. If one reason is there, reject that bid and note down in your bid evaluation report, due to this, bid has been rejected. In the step 2 is not that easy. Step 2, we have to do some more check. We have to do technical evaluation, commercial evaluation, things like that. In the second stage, our job is the rest of the bids, say 6 bids out of 12. What are the bids we have major deviations? Major. If we identify it as major, that bid should be rejected again. Minor, we cannot reject bid. Some are debatable, that means for the time being, we can't decide is a major or minor. Then we keep for the further examination, and finally it should be a major or minor. Only 2 parts, 2 reasons. What we do a technical and commercial evaluation of bids. We will understand what is technical, then only we identify major and minor deviations. That is number 1, I said. Rule of thumb is step 1. That is called rule of thumb, right? Rule of thumb. Bidder is eligible. Bid for there is a missing one. Bid form is signed by the authorized party. Bid form is signed. The other one I said one is missing. The purpose eligibility. Bid form is signed. Bid form is signed. If bid form is not signed, there is no bid. If bid form is not signed, there is no bid. Right? Bid form is signed. Signed. The 7 points, that is we call rule of thumb. It is easy for us to do our evaluation quickly. Check our eligibility criteria, whether bid is okay, pass. Otherwise, reject. Form is signed by an authorized party. Just signature is not sufficient. In case of single proprietorship, partnership, company, joint venture, there are different requirements. So there should be a correct party, authorized party should sign. Just signature is not sufficient. Accompanied required security, I said amount, validity period, everything is met. Legally valid, complete, delivery period is an additional point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Completeness, that is not the delivery, that is conditional bid. Please check, correct that. This is conditional bid. Conditionality. So if the bidder has put any condition, we should not accept that bid. Reject. Required document, I said legitimate document, only we consider as major. If answer is negative to any of the above, bid is rejected. Easy. Out of 12, we have reject 6. In the step 2, determination of substantial responsiveness, thus remaining 6 bid, we must look at further. The purpose of this exercise is to reject bid which are not substantially responsive to major commercial or technical requirements. The purpose of exercise is to reject bids which are not substantially responsive due to major commercial and technical deviations. Deviation due to deviations, we are rejecting. Those are major. Right. So the scrutiny of bid for substantial responsiveness to the provision of the bidding document is one of the most important aspects of evaluation of bids. That all things should be reflected in the bidding document. We can't put any criteria while we are doing the evaluation. Everything should be very clearly noted down, stated in the document. A bid is considered substantial responsive if does not contain any major deviation from the bidding documents or condition which cannot be determined reasonably in terms of monetary value or financial material. The following are the factors that shall be considered as this stage as ascertain the substantial responsiveness. Right. All bids shall be examined for substantial responsiveness to specific commercial requirement. The not responsiveness bid or any of the following are some of the situations where the bid may be justified for reject. So there are reasons I have given. The bid proposal validity period is not in compliance with. Validity period is not compliance. We have asked some dates. He has not given sufficient validity. Completely reject. Right? That is a commercial aspect. Commercial, not technical. Inability to meet the critical delivery schedule. We say construction should be done within 6 months. Bidder say 9 months. If bidder says 6.5 months, the committee should decide whether this additional 2 weeks is major or minor. If say minor, no problem, we can accept. But for the delay, they have to load the additional cost to the bid. That is a secondary thing. But it is not a major, need not to reject. But some case, even 1 day may be a critical. That depends on the procurement and the document. Inability of bidder, manufacturer or supplier both comply with minimum evaluation or qualification criteria. Minimum criteria they are not fulfilling. So we say bidder should have some, say, 2 years experience or whatever. They don't have that. So it is a commercial problem. Inability to accept the price adjustment formula. So bidder has given some completely different price formula, right? We have proposed some formula, but in the document, bidder proposed a different formula. So which we can't accept, consider as a major deviation. So some commercial things. Many other things are commercial things. A bid offering a slightly different from which was indicated in the bid invitation, unless it is later than an absolute cutoff date, is clearly stated as bidding document. A bid with fixed price, we say no variation, fixed price, but bidder asks price variation, escalation, right? So that is a reason for rejection, right? Fixed price adjustment they ask. Bid is because of changes of the price adjustment formula, especially in document, ceiling for the price. Bid having minor deviation in payment terms, that may be minor deviations. Payment terms is also commercial, right? Whatever it is, there are a number of other points also. So I have given some. These are some commercial aspects. You must refer the bidding document, what bidding document has mentioned regarding these terms. And you decide, committee should decide whether this is a major or minor. If it is a major, just reject. Don't do any further evaluation of that bid after commercial evaluation. But some bids are not perfect, but have some minor deficiencies. That bid we consider as a substantially responsive, but you have to note down there should be a financial adjustment for that minor deviation. Because you must mention, keep in your mind, we must always compare apples with apples. Apples with apples, but not apples with oranges. Apples and oranges you can't compare. That means all bids should be on same play field, equal play field, right? One bidder agreed to complete within 6 months. His price is something. Another bidder says 6.5 months. So we accept that is a minor deviation. But this additional 2 months, some price should be loaded to his free price for the delay. There are ways to do that. That even though it be identified minor, that should be compensated by the bidder. Otherwise, apples with oranges, not same. One bidder is giving exactly 6 months, another bidder delay 2 weeks. It is not same, no? After examination of response of bid proposed commercial requirement, committee shall prepare a table of examination of response. Commercial terms is another table they have to prepare, right? Then the technical part. Substantial response technical requirement for the procurement document is a key aspect of should be ascertained in the committee. All bid proposals should be examined for substantial response to the technical requirements specified in the procurement document. The major technical requirements are follows. Submit a bid proposal in compliance with entire scope of work supplier services required in the bid. Compliance to the entire scope of procurement, right? Comply with technical requirement as specified in the document, include plant capacity, specification, certificate, standard, whatever. Those are we have spelled out in the specifications. So bidder should comply with the required specification, standards, whatever, performance targets, whatever we have given. Those are violated, we must again decide whether it is a minor or major. Comply with the technical requirement as specified in the procurement document, include plant capacity, Right. Submission of test reports for critical equipment is specified in the procurement document. The test report is not given. Test report. Now we can't ask test report again because we are giving a second chance to the bidder then. If we select us, only we allow them to submit. It is unfair by others. Comply with the requirement of warranty, for example. Warranty is requested, bidder has not given. Then we have to reject that bid. We should not give another chance. And after sales service, availability of inventory or spare parts, all are technical parts. A bid offering good to alternative but equal or superior specification of performance. Equal but superior. It is no problem. You can consider that. But is an inferior, so we should reject that, considering technical evaluation. Bid which meet all performance criteria of the plant, but not dimensional provision. Everything is okay, but dimensional. But it is not considered as a major one, right? It is generally a minor deviation. We are not worried about the dimensions. We must consider the performance. If it is affect to the performance only, we worried. For example, there are a lot of examples. I have no time to explain, but maybe in the future we'll discuss. If it does not affect the performance, okay, no problem. A bid which offers good with minor deviation from the technical specification, which do not affect the substantiality of goods for the intended use. Example, agricultural tractor with a diesel engine, 80 horsepower at 2006 RMP is response to bid specification for agriculture tractor developing 8 and 300 is higher RMP, which affect the efficiency or performance should be evaluated for the purpose of comparison. Then committee, that's why we need a technical expert, whether it affects the performance or some other aspect, maybe high fuel consumption because of high or low RMP. So all things should be decided. If it does not affect to the performance, that is a minor deviation. If there's an additional cost involved, that should be loaded. Always keep in mind apples with apples, not apples with oranges. A bid which offers the equipment specified by but has omitted minor attachment component. So that is like toolkit, for example. It is not a major thing. So we consider minor, and if it is not available, load that some price to the bidder to keep other bidders equal. In judging the above deviation, some can be categorized trivial or minor, inconsequential deviation, which are permissible without any penalty. Whatever it is, you must, but which have to quantify the monetary value. If there's a minor deviation, right, you must be able to ascertain the additional cost to the bidder. There should be monetary value. If monetary value is there, we should be able to calculate that. If the committee can't ascertain that, that deviation become a major. Because we can't keep both bids on equal play field, because some deviation is there, but we can't do a monetary value is there, but we can't get an value. So that can't help, we have to reject. The following definition will apply during the evaluation. Deviation is departure from the requirement specified in the bidding document, or reservation is the setting of limitation, conditions of it, or omissions. Some are deviation, some are omission, some are reservation. Whatever it is, all are deviation. See, as I mentioned, there are 3 deviation: major, minor, and debatable. Major deviation shall be treated as a non-responsive and shall not be considered for further. I mean, all decisions should be taken by the committee whether it is a major or minor, right? Most frequently, those information is given in the bidding document, because if it is not given in the bidding document as a the reason for rejection, the committee can't reject that, right? All the criteria we must very carefully identify and incorporate into the bidding document, right? All the relevant points. Bid proposal with minor deviation may be considered as a substantial responsive bid and should not be rejected. Therefore, consider for detailed evaluation, right? In the detailed evaluation is a next process. Financial value of such deviation shall be determined and loaded. I mean, whatever we identify in the preliminary stage, we are not going to load. Just note down, we identify there's a value for delivery delay, toolkit is missing, some valuable things are missing, but we keep in the report, money should be loaded. That is done in the next stage, right? So you have to prepare a tool report, commercial the table and technical table. The objective is to keep all bidders on equal play field. That is the bidders on equal play field. We should not give any unfair treatment to any bidder. All things should be done according to the document and evaluation criteria. However, loading for minor omission is only ascertain a corrected cost price. I mean, for example, one bidder is delaying the construction for 2 weeks, we load additional money. That means we are going to give additional payment for him at the end of the contract. No, that is only for the evaluation purpose. That's why I said there are 3 prices. Bid price, that is the price we disclose to the bid opening. Evaluated price, all loading, unloading is done only for the evaluation purpose. That will not carry forward for contracts document. Contract document mention only the bid price plus or minus arithmetic errors minus discounts. All other things are not come into scene when we sign the contract, right? However, loading for minor omission is only to ascertain the correct cost to the PE. If accepted final ranking of the bid proposal shall be based on such evaluation, right? So I have given another criteria for you to understand how to distinguish a major and minor deviation. Whether such deviation affects the quality, functionability, or performance. If it is affected the quality, we can't accept that. If it affects the performance, can't accept. Functionability or same thing, no, cannot accept. Otherwise, no problem. Whether such deviation violate procurement rules, any other rules, regulations, condition of contract, we can't accept. So because we can't violate rules, conditions of contract, condition of the bidding conditions, right? Whether such deviation gives an advantage to one bidder. Okay, one bidder is complete within 6 months, one bidder is giving 6.5 months. It is unfair by the bidder who complete within 6 months. But or disadvantage, yeah, first bidder is disadvantages if we give the same opportunity to the late bidder, which can't be financial assets. No, we can financial assets. Delay for 2 weeks delay, we can load using formula. We have right liquidate formula is there in the bidding document. Then all bidders are safe. But there is a advantage to one bidder or disadvantage another bidder, but financially cannot assess. Then it become a major deviation because it apples and oranges, right? That is for your more understanding. So major deviation, again, the same thing you can read out. I don't want to read. Major deviation, there are a lot of things. Minor deviation, again a list. You read out debatable. That is a temporary thing because at the first sight we can't decide this is a major or minor. There may be some deviation which do not appear at first sight, major or minor, serious or material. Major again, material deviation. Material deviation. But may be considered further in the subsequent evaluation. For example, omissions, deliberate or unintentional omission of minor works or item included in the scope of work. Normally in works contract, if the minor item is omitted, so we just ignore that because it is the responsibility of the bidder to complete that item from other BOQ items. We are not going to load that minor items. We just ignore that and as a deviation, no value because bidder should do that. For example, a small item, bidder has forgot to price, but we accept that. But bidder should do that without additional payment. Modification or limit of the amount of specified liquidated damage. So liquidated damage, we say something, bidder say something, but we can identify the difference and load financially using the formula. Situations of such debatable deviation. Example, request for different advance payment. We say only 20%, bidder sometimes ask 30%. But we have to decide whether we can pay 30 or we can't pay according to the guideline. So sometimes it becomes a major deviation because it is violation of the guidelines. Sometimes some payments, not advance payment, we can accept that, but additional payment we must load using interest rate or something. Payment terms. Proposed change of construction period, as I said, is if it is not critical, it become a minor, but always must load. Financial evaluation. It is not done in the preliminary stage, it is done in the detailed evaluation. That means any commercial or technical minor omissions should be taken into financial evaluation. Any technical or commercial minor deviation which could be financial assessed and could not be ignored shall be financially evaluated at the detailed evaluation. So therefore, in the preliminary examination, we have two evaluation. Step 1, forget about that. 7 points are there, rule of thumb. Step 2, commercial and technical evaluation. There are commercial aspects, there are technical aspects, and all the things should be according to the disclosed bidding document. If it is not disclosed in the bidding document, committee can't sometimes take a decision. Sometimes they have to reject because there is no provision in the guideline or the bidding document to consider that matter as a minor, right? After this step 2, you must prepare a table. What is the table called? Substantially responsive bid. I said at the step 2, we rejected 6, but after technical and commercial evaluation, we have to, sometimes we reject another 2 or 3 bids. Ultimately, remain only 3 bids. Those are called responsive or substantially responsive bid. After examining of responsiveness of bid proposal to technical and commercial, technical and commercial, both. Requirement, PCV shall prepare a table for examination of substantial response of bid, technical terms. A couple of that. Otherwise, the same thing, no? Right. Okay, I have given for your understanding, you can read out some frequent deviations, marking envelope. We say bidder shall mark original and duplicate separately, but bidder has missed that. It is not a major deviation, it's a minor deviation. But no financial value also there. So just ignore. No, but not signing the bid is a major deviation. Bid එක අසං කළා නැත්නම් it's a major. Bid form එක අසං කළා, there's no bid. But it's a minor. This one minor. But no value also. Just ignore. Just ignore. Can say ignore that. Don't worry about that. Ignore. Ignore. Right? Ignore. Right. Conflicting clauses. When there is a conflict between the general clauses and specific clauses, instruction to bidder, specific clause shall prevail. Right? Always. Factors, criteria of your all the time, we must consider all the factors which the bidding document listed as relevant shall be taken to. All the factors we have to consider about the documents. If it is not in the document, you can't create new factors or new criteria, right? Because sometimes when we open bids, our evaluation committee get very wise ideas. They use completely different factors or different criteria which are not in the document. That is completely wrong. No factors, criteria not specified in the relevant shall be taken into. No factors, criteria not specified cannot be taken for evaluation. That is a very important thing. Most frequent bid security, I said, if all are missing, you have to reject. Authority to sign, I said, in case of single proprietorship, partnership, limited liability, joint venture, who should sign? If, for example, partnership, for example, no. Say partnership, there are two partners, A and B. Only one partner has signed. The other partner should give a power of attorney. Otherwise, bid should be rejected. Single proprietorship, the owner should sign. But company, it is based on the articles. So they can specify some officer to sign. That is okay. A joint venture, all the partners shall authorize. If one partner sign, all partners should authorize with the power of attorney. Otherwise, all should sign.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Yeah.
This is regarding the bid security. When
Yeah.
the bid is extended, the bid opening time, two bidders submitted the bid, and one is mentioned the bid security time is mentioned at the tender document date.
No. I mean, in the bidding document, we must very clearly say the amount as a lump sum, not as a percentage. And bid security not as 120 days or 180 days, exact validity date. So you entity should calculate and give. Then bidder's job is to give a bid security to valid till, say for example, 120 days calculated, say 25th of October. So bidder should give the security valid till 25th October. Is 1 day short, say 24th October, bid should be rejected. That is the law.
Yes. Yes, it's okay. And my question is, as we are in client, we are extended bid.
Extend. We request bidder to extend the bid validity period. I said that is up to bidder. Bidder can accept that request or reject that. Bidder should, if accept, bidder should validate the bid security and bid validity period without change in the price. Right? If
yes,
bidder, what is your question?
Yes, my question is, before the bid opening committee, after the pre-bid meeting, we answer the bidders' queries and the tenders request to the 14 days extension.
Okay.
Then we notice the new bid submission date is somewhat, and what about other conditions will remaining unchanged.
Okay.
Then bid opening date, one of the bidder mentioned the bid validity, bid security date is what is the date mentioned in the tender document?
Then we have to reject that. Then we have to reject because
Ah.
we have issued an addenda, right? That is called a part of the bidding document again. Earlier we said 120, now 134 days, for example. So
Okay.
all bidders should comply with, right? Then that bid should be rejected because addenda is part and parcel of the bidding document.
But we notice, extension notice, we mentioned the other condition will remain unchanged.
No. If your question is if we request bidder to extend the bid validity, security validity for another 14 days, all bidders should comply if they want to bid for our contract.
Okay.
Yeah, if one bidder is not extending his bid security, his bid should be rejected. Because whatever the decision we take at the pre-bid meeting is part and parcel of the bidding document. Okay?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Excuse
Yeah.
me, sir.
Yeah.
Manufacturing authorization is a legitimate document or
Exactly legitimate document. If it is not there, we have to reject the bid.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So the lack of historical document is not a reason for reject bids. For example, we say it's called minor deviation. We say bidder should submit past 3 years audited accounts, or bidders should submit the brochures, something like that. Bidder has not submitted, but there is no harm to send a letter to a bidder, Mr. Bidder, please submit your audited accounts within another 1 week or whatever the date, right? So since it's a past event, auditors should have signed that document previously. So bidder has no advantage by submitting that document again. So brochures bidder has not given. So no harm asking that is called historical information. But all other things, legitimate document means bidder should submit along with the bid, like warranty, manufacturer's authorization, specific, many things are there, right? Firm price versus variable price. When the bids are called for firm price, fixed price, but bidders price fluctuations, it is a major deviation because we don't know how to ascertain and value to that bidder, right? We don't know what will happen. Say we say firm price for construction. Bidder say if the cement price increases, I need the increased price. We don't know what will happen to the cement price. Will increase by 10 rupees or 100 rupees or 1000 rupees. So there is no way to ascertain to make apples with apples, right? Therefore, it become a major deviation. Subcontracting, for example, we say not more than 10%, bidders different. It's a major deviation. You can read this leisurely. Huh?
So excuse me.
Yes.
This is regard with the bid security. Just after selecting a particular bidder as a supplier, can extend the bid security up to the selector supplier required to submit the performer security. Can be extended the bid security
Definitely we have to ask the bidder, Mr. Bidder, please extend your bid validity period and bid security also, because there are some delays in awarding contract, get the approval and things like that. Then the ball is with the bidder. Bidder can agree or disagree, right? If the bidder agree, okay, we can consider his bid still as a valid bid. Bidder disagree, we can reject that bid. But we can't forfeit his bid security. We can't punish him because that is none of his problem, right? Got the point?
Sir?
Yes.
Sir,
Yeah.
how many maximum times to extend the bid and bid security?
Sometimes there is no time given in the guideline, 1 or 2 or 3 times, but we say don't extend the bid validity period, because if bidder is refusing then sometimes we have to go for high price. No? So that is all the problem is with the evaluation committee and officials. That's why we say we should not delay the bid evaluation process. And if we delay it, we have to ask for extension. If bidder agree, it's okay. If bidder doesn't agree, then sometimes we have to go for the second highest or third highest. So we can't do anything other than, otherwise we have to cancel the entire process. So therefore, there is no time given, 1 time or 2 times. We say don't extend the bid. Try to evaluate everything within the original validity period. That is the best way. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Conditional bid, I say. Bids which have condition attached to the is are rejected. We never accept a conditional bid, I say. We say availability of certain materials. My bid is valid. Or permission for create a certain quarry license. Okay, I can undertake this, but I need a license to quarry operator permission. So that is we can't accept. Those are called conditional bids. Debatable, I said earlier also, some things we can't. So this case study, I'm not going to discuss. This 1, 2, 3 case studies. You read carefully at home and come up with your solution in the next presentation. We'll discuss this case study first. Don't, if I forget, please, case study 4. Yeah, there are 4 case studies I have given. With the knowledge you have gained through this presentation, you can answer. Please try to resolve these cases, and we'll discuss this case answers in the next presentation, part 2. Thank you so much. Any question? No question? Shall we wind up? Everybody? Why? Shall we wind up? Yes, sir. Okay then.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Good night, everybody.
Yes,
Night,
good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night. Good night.